By far, the most curious and bizarre way to softlock yourself in Space Quest 3, or indeed any of the Space Quest games in the series, or perhaps even in the history of computer gaming itself, requires a set of circumstances and a degree of patience that's so astronomically unlikely. It sent shockwaves through my SQH Discord when it was discovered. We've been playing these games for over 30 years now. We were starting to think nothing could surprise us anymore, but boy, oh boy, were we ever wrong. No one, and I mean no one, not even the almighty Sluicebox who ported this game to ScumVM and is a certified Easter egg hunting ninja, knew it was in here. And to this day, we're still scratching our heads as to why it's in here, because it makes literally no goddamn sense. But enough preambling, here it is, and here's how to do it. At the end of the game, Roger engages in a dogfight shootout sequence where you're meant to shoot down these enemy skull fighters before they drain your shields. In a normal playthrough, this sequence is triggered just after you escape the moon with the two guys from Andromeda in tow, and upon completing it, the game is essentially over. The player no longer has any input, and the final cutscene of you barreling into a black hole and dropping off the two guys on the doorstep of Sierra Online circa 1989 plays. That's how the sequence is supposed to play out. But what if I told you? You can actually sequence break the game and trigger this dogfight sequence way earlier than you're supposed to. Yeah, it turns out that there's actually a timer running in the background that will spawn the skull fighters and trigger the dogfight sequence, regardless of how far along you are in the game. If the timer runs out, your ship's radar will blip to tell you that you've got incoming hostiles, and at this point, you have no other option than to go into your ship's computer and shoot them down. Otherwise, they'll just blast you out of the cosmos and it's an instant game over. So, how long does it take for this timer to run out, I hear you wonder? Oh, just about 18 hours. Yeah, 18. Not 18 in-game ticks or cycles or anything like that. Like literally 18 hours. And what actually happens is, at the start of the game, a timer is set to the highest value a variable in the game can have, 65,535. This timer only counts down on certain screens in the game, and in this case, those are the screens inside the aluminum mallard. Anywhere else in the game, the timer is paused. So basically what this boils down to is, if you sit in the aluminum mallard for 18 hours straight, doing absolutely nothing, the skull fighters of Pestilon will show up to wreck your shit. And the game doesn't even check how far along in the game you are. As long as you're inside the mallard, that timer is going down, which means the skull fighters will appear even if you're still inside the garbage freighter at the start of the game, which is just wild.